In related news, the presidential office convened a meeting this afternoon to address the latest developments on the U.S. tariff front. For details on this, I have our correspondent Song Yoo-jin standing by live. Yoo-jin, welcome. So what has the top office said?
Right, so good afternoon, Sunny. It's certainly been a busy day here at the presidential office because, as you know, trade talks with Washington have been one of President Lee Jae Myung's top priorities. Now today, presidential spokesperson Kang Yu-jung said that the administration sees value in the fact that they have a bit more time for negotiations and talks before the tariffs actually take effect. First, take a listen.
Given how little time there has been after the new administration was launched, we see it as having avoided the worst-case scenario of tariffs going up. We've now secured extra time for negotiations, and National Security Advisor Sung-lac is continuing high-level talks in the U.S.
Now, in response to President Trump's latest announcement, Presidential Chief of Policy Kim Yong-bum convened a meeting this afternoon with the Ministries of Industry, Finance, and Foreign Affairs. Kim emphasized that although swift negotiations are important, safeguarding South Korea's national interests remain the highest priority and urged the ministries to approach talks with the U.S. with that in mind. Now, regarding the potential impact of the tariffs, Kim said market reactions have so far been relatively calm, but ordered close monitoring of exports and the broader economy. He also directed ministries to implement support measures for sectors likely to be affected, including autos and steel. Now, Kim added that once National Security Advisor Sung-lac returns from Washington, they will hold a joint meeting to review the situation and discuss next steps.
Right, and speaking about that, could you tell us a bit more about the agenda of the top security advisor there in the U.S., Yoo-jin?
Right, so South Korea's National Security Advisor Lee met with his American counterpart Marco Rubio on Monday local time. Now, according to the presidential office, the South Korean delegation, including Lee, once again reiterated the need to arrange a summit between Presidents Lee and Trump as soon as possible to make progress on key issues, to which the U.S. side agreed. Now, on tariffs specifically, Washington expressed hopes to reach a deal before the 25% duty kicks in. Now, I also want to note that on the same day, South Korea's top trade negotiator Yo Han-gu, who is also in Washington, met with Commerce Secretary Howard Lutnick. There, Yo called for lowering tariffs on major Korean exports to the U.S., mainly automobiles and steel, which are currently subject to separate tariffs of 25% and 50% respectively under Section 232 of the Trade Expansion Act of 1962. Yo also emphasized Seoul's commitment to bilateral cooperation in manufacturing, describing it as a way to achieve more balanced trade, which is one of the main reasons why President Trump is pushing for this trade war. Yo and Lutnick are scheduled to continue their talks on Wednesday local time, while Lee's visit to Washington is scheduled to wrap up on Tuesday, so we're expecting more details to come out once he returns to Seoul. That's all I have for now. Back to you, Sunny.
All right, Yoo-jin, thank you for the coverage. That was our Song Yoo-jin reporting from the presidential office.